I reach Form 4, Form 5, I start to probe. I start to look at life. I start to question myself. Who am I? What am I? What am I doing here? And that time when I knew science, geography, I knew we are just one planet, Earth, the third planet from the sun, our beautiful sun. And our sun is but like any other star in the sun. And the number of stars that is within the heavens is countless. And we are just one of the miserable stars. Then we are only one of the, at that time was 5 billion over human population. Then I asked myself, I am so insignificant. Who am I? What am I? 1 out of 5 over billion on this planet Earth. And this planet Earth is so insignificant. You are just one of the miserable planet of this star. And this star is only one of the twinkling light up there in the heaven, out of the billions and billions of billions. That's why my mind broke at that time. Who am I? What am I? What am I doing here? And straight away the answer came out of my nature. You have to meditate to understand. That time I don't even know what is meditation. But all this will surface because it's from the past. The inquiry will start. That's why by the time I reached Form 6, when I received the first book that just mentioned about the Four Noble Truths, the first edition of What Buddhists Believe by our late Chief Reverend Dhammananda. I remember that book, a red color one, thin version. The moment I received the book, I opened up and read through, then I was full of joy because that book clearly explained to me what my mother do has nothing to do with Buddhism. What my mother do was Chinese tradition, traditional Buddhist, traditional Chinese. And everything she do actually don't have much basis regarding Dhamma. So that was the first joy. Then I want to know what is the true Buddhist teaching, because after I came to know what my mother do was not Dhamma, I was full of joy because I cannot accept what my mother do. He go to dentist, pai one. But one thing good about my mother, he got very strong affinity with Kuan Yin. That's why I also have very good, strong affinity. So when he asked me to pay respect, I only pay respect to Kuan Yin. Very funny. And the Kuan Yin temple that has the 4 great beings and Sakyamuni and Amitabha and all those things. But the rest of the deity I can't. She asked me to put the joystick. Out of respect for her, I hold and I count 1 to 10. And I put it on there. Because all those dainty, I don't know why, my nature cannot. I cannot pay respect and even offer the joystick. It's inbuilt inside. Very strange. Then, when I really saw that, I was full of joy. Then I want to know what the Dhamma was. Then when I turned to the page that explained about the Buddhist teaching, the first thing I read was the Four Noble Truths. The moment I read the Four Noble Truths, nobody taught me anything. I straight away knew, that's it. No need to search. This is what I have been looking for. And I have never read Four Noble Truths before, this life I mean. The moment I read, I knew. I said, nobody in this world, especially the Buddha, 2,500 over to 600 years ago, can summarize all of his understanding into just 4 Noble Truths. So beautiful. The moment I read, I understand what the Four Noble Truths is. I knew this is what I need, the secret of life. All of life, both mundane and supramundane, all summarized inside. I said, no being can do that unless he is the real one. Straight away my nature know at that time, age 17 only. That's why after that I go all out to cultivate this. And my nature was so blessed. The moment I came to University Malaya, first day, after dinner that night, somebody brought me to science faculty. He said, I bring you somewhere. He said, you got nothing to do. I said, nothing. I went there, I saw one monk, bald. He was the author of the book, Kesari Dhammananda. Speak perfect, beautiful English. Delivered a very scientific talk relating to the Buddhist teaching. That's why I was full of joy. Then when I heard the talk, there was so much joy. I said, this is the monk that wrote that book. That's why after the talk, I went in front and talked to him, asked for the address. That's how I end up in Brickfield. And the most beautiful thing was, that night when he delivered the talk, he kept on pointing to here. He said, look inside. So I thought the mind was here, at the brain, at the forehead. He said, look inside. So that night, I was so inspired. I went back to my first college hostel. Then I supposed to sleep about 10 p.m. But I can't sleep tonight. I just want to meditate. I don't know why. After I heard that talk, I was so inspired. I just want to meditate. Then my roommate was a senior third-year guy. And last time I got this type of beehive hairstyle. Aerofol, you call. Aerofol. Afro. When I saw him, I panicked. I thought, sure, kena ragging already, senior. He said, don't worry. He said, what's your name? I said, I'm Teo. You're from where? I said, I'm from Alostar. Oh, don't worry, I Kelantan. He said, don't worry. Don't wake me up before 10. He never attend any lecture before 10. He only wake up at 10. He very late. And then first day, actually he told me he has been staying in the hostel for 3 years already. That was his third year. I think he must be involved in band or sports or what. That's why they were given priority. Then I scared I disturb him now. So I wait him he sleep off the light. Then I waited some more. I also lie on the bed, but I don't want to sleep. I want to meditate. I wait till he snore. When he snore, I know he's sleep already. So I came down, I sat. I don't know how to meditate. Nobody taught me meditation. I never read any book about meditation. So I sat. Then I remember that talk. Look inside. So I closed my eye and I look inside. And very strange, I naturally know how to meditate. My anapanasati, that time I didn't know it was anapanasati. It just came off. I went into absorption. Then I remember I was so calm and so still. Then he said, look inside. So I looked into my brain here, forehead. Blank. Nothing. What is there to look? Then suddenly a white spot, like a star like that. Bright spot appear. And because I'm a science student, math student, I can focus, I can concentrate very well. So I straight away, no sound. My concentration, my mind, I went to that bright spot. My mind was fixed on that. Then as I was there, one pointedness, I still remember, I got nothing to do. My mind was so quiet, so still. Then I give it a push. The moment I give it a push, my consciousness went beyond that white spot. Then it's like the mind traveling out into deep space, infinite space. Then after a while, I thought, what is all this? So the thought came up. And when the thought came out, I started to withdraw. I say, enough. First time, don't want to know too much, so I withdraw. So after I withdraw, I thought at the most was half an hour. Well, my leg, no pain, nothing. I was so calm, so still. I started meditating at 12 a.m., middle of the night. I remember. I checked my watch, middle of the night. I look at the watch, 4 a.m. I was there sitting 4 hours. I thought it was only half an hour. Then my mind state was so calm and so still. And this mind state was with me for about a week. Immediately after that, I said, this is meditation. Yeah, I thought that was it. I was so calm, so still, and so peaceful. And that mind state was with me for a few days. Almost a week. Then there was a lot of this type of joy inside there. Then when I went to Breakfield, I remember, I got this metta book, the book like a free one. Then when I read, I find it very interesting. That's why I developed the metta, loving kindness. And now the book should be almost ready. But because near to New Year, I got a few things to do. Hopefully, immediately after New Year, I will share with you. You should thank Eng Bi and the sister Lê Hong, who helped to type the thing for me to edit. It's almost done, but I have to check through and maybe finalize it. When I developed the metta was so strong. that metta was really very strong. At that time, it was so strong until there is a cylinder of energy here, very still. That time, even lightning strike also, it cannot go near. It's like, because that stillness energy is like so still. Nothing can even penetrate. Even very loud lightning, people would have freaked or panicked, like caught unaware. This one, no problem, like on the circumference only, or peripheral of the heart there, like liang, like that, vibrate. But cannot go in, cannot even touch the it cannot even penetrate the 4 inches diameter. It was so still, nothing can disturb me. That time I thought, that is the real one. But later on I came to know, no, this is concentration, condition state, absorption, energy field. That's why it was so still. That time full of metta, no defilement at all, a lot of loving kindness, can radiate. Then even people who walk in front of me, they were thinking and having problem. The moment I radiate the metta, they will look up at me. Then they will smile. They also don't know why they do that. Then I thought in front maybe can. Next time I tried, I was walking behind, another person in front. So I tried again, I radiate. The moment I radiate, that happened to be lady, both was a lady. That lady in front, stop thinking, no. Then turn around and look at me and smile. Then I smile back. After I smile back, she feel funny. Why did she do that? She didn't even know why she do that. Actually, she received the metta energy. Then later in Australia, the dog one I told you before. So all these are possible when your metta is very strong. Then there is a very soothing energy that come out from your heart. That metta energy, very pure, very soothing. The first phase is you verbalize, understand? You verbalize. Then second phase of metta is you will it through your heart. You will it. The third phase is when you already have the metta, it just flow out. Then you can radiate it. So all these are the possibility of the meditative mind. When you train your mind, you can do such thing. But after I graduated, I started to enter the career phase, start working. Then I start to deal with money. Then I realized the mind, because I didn't meditate so often like a student already, this one start to move again. Then this one got idea and fantasy again. Then even as a civil engineer, I still think I must do my master, followed by PhD. Then go and read law to complement my engineering career. Then suddenly I realized, what am I doing? This is craving, greed. I still have a lot of wanting, means worldly needs. And this has nothing to do with the Dhamma. Then I tell myself, something is not right. Then I realize this heart that was so still last time starts to move again. Then I recall the example of the Buddha. It's like the glass of water. If you don't do anything, the sediment will settle down and it look clear. Understand? But the moment you stir, the sediment will float. Means the defilement are still there, not rooted out. Means the calmness energy just suppress it or prevent it from arising. Because it's a conditioned state, energy field, suppression. So that trigger off the understanding, then I realized that is not the way. There must be another way. Then not long after that, I met this great master, teacher. One of them was the Thai monk Ajahn Yantra. Then when I heard from him the highest meditation, at first I was expecting something fantastic. Then he just say in very simple language, we choose aware every action, every movement in the present moment. Then I tell myself, that is the highest meditation? Then I checked. I was hardly aware even for 5 minutes a day, if I'm not in Anapanasati. I have to be in Anapanasati only I can maintain the awareness. Then I realized I haven't done the real meditation. That's why after that I have faith in him, I can feel his metta energy. I can feel his calmness energy. Then I can understand his Dhamma. My heart was like very, very it's like there is this strong affinity to develop the faith in him. Then I decide to release the energy that I have developed inside. I release it out to normal awareness. Then I start again. Initially I can't. Split second is gone. Split second is gone. Then maximum I can maintain was only for about 4 or 5 minutes like that. Then I realized this is not the way. Then after that he asked this question, who want to promise? He didn't say promise who. Means promise to develop this daily mindfulness cultivation, the highest meditation. So I straight away, without hesitation, I put out my hand. I remember there's another guy in Brickfield also put out a hand. Only the two of us. Oh, is it very good? Two of you, remember, you promised the Buddha. You promise other people can, no. You promise the Buddha, you dare to break the promise. So because of his word, I did it. Within 2 weeks, my daily mindfulness came. Where I determined to be aware. I just maintain mindfulness throughout the day. Every time the mind slip off, I bring it back. Just like Anapanasati, but in daily mindfulness. That's how I develop it. Then when the daily mindfulness came, I also at the same time was very lucky. I met Master Hsien Hua that time also. He said to take refuge under him, my whole family took refuge. I need to bow 10,000 bow in no more than 3 months. And I finished it in less than 2 months. I remember that bowing together with his daily mindfulness thing, that two combined. Within 2 weeks, my daily mindfulness came. Then after that is history. After that, my mind transformed. My mindfulness become different. Then after that, I saw the beauty in what he teach. Then I realized my spiritual faculty all come back, fall into place. Then I no need to train my mind. I straight away in the meditative state. Straight away because daily mindfulness has stabilized. Mind has entered sati. At any one time, my mind is in sati. Everything I see, I hear, I smell, I taste, I tactile feel, all things, everything is in sati. There's a specific phenomenal awareness arise. And because of the spiritual faculty, the hindrances are not there. The moment I sit, I was already in the meditative state. Stillness, straight away. I no need to train. I no need to do anything. At the most, I relax, silent. Straight away, within less than a minute, just go in. And sometimes, straight away, because the daily mindfulness is already so stable, the awareness is already there. Then later on, I realized this awareness can go into my sleeping state. It's as if I didn't sleep. The very moment I went down to sleep until I wake up, that same thought, while inside, fully aware until I came out, then like I didn't sleep. My face, my eye, not tired. I don't need to wash face also can. It's like 24 hours. I can be in the state of awareness within. Then I can see my subconscious release. How the dream state surface. The awareness of it. Then the form and mind, the movement, the activity, everything. The five areas, all very clear, like slow motion. Then the law of dependent origination also same. The moment of contact, aware. The moment of sankhara activity, the mindfulness and the sankhara activity rise. When you need to arise thought, it arise. When you don't need, it's completely silent, still, aware. Then you can be at the moment of consciousness before the content went in. Then like the Buddha said, in the seeing, is only the seeing consciousness. No word one, just that thing. Then how the content of consciousness went in. How because of delusion, last time it stir, it react, and it do all those things. Then later on when you have the understanding, it doesn't move anymore. It can see things as they are. So all this become very clear to my nature. That's how I understand the Dhamma. Not from the thought, not from the knowledge, not from the book. I saw it in the meditation through mindfulness. That's it, finished. And all the teaching becomes so clear.